Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to make a scrolling background using React Native. I am using this React Game Kit because I'm building a game, and I know that React Native is not preferred to make games in, but I want to learn React and I thought this was a fun way of doing it. I am a newbie to React. I know very little about it, but I have managed to solve this, and I thought I would share my solutions with you. So, in my app, I use this React Game Kit. Make sure you include the /native, as it won't work. So I have the loop, the stage, and this world component that I'm using later. I'm not here. You can actually load it. The loop calls a function in other components like 60 times per second. And the stage, I don't really know yet what it does, but it's supposed to be there. If you read this guide, it will make sense to you. So you set the width and the height of the stage to the screen width, which you get using this call, and the height the same way. And then I have a state controller, which just to control which stage to put. Right now I have hard-coded it, so that it always is the play state that is run. Just in developing purposes, you know. And then the play state, I generate a word, I render a world from the React Game Kit. And in the world, so far I only have a scrolling background. This player component is nothing in it yet. And the scrolling background is what we are supposed to look at today. So, what is this? Well, it is a lot of shitty code actually. As I said, I am new to React, so perhaps it's not the perfect code, but it works, and it's fun to share. So I render two images. One image is covering the screen. You know, the main or the basic thinking of a scrolling background is that you have two images that one lies on the screen and one is on top of the other one. And then you move them down, and when you reach, so one image is out of screen, you put that one over the other image, and so on. So, here we have an image, and I have put the style here to a function instead of these ordinary style sheets, because I want to change things in the style all the time. So I have this image1 style, which is this function here, and image2 style is this function here. As you can see, they look a little bit different. I have commented out some things here. I will get back to that. So, what you do is you have in the constructor, you have states. One state I have here is the game height and the game width. I guess you could put these as constant somewhere if you want, because you're going to use them kind of often. And then I have put a background 1 top and a background 2 top. This is something I used then later to push the image down. The background 1 top is set to 0 because you want the first image to be on screen, and the second one you want to put over the other, so it's one game height up, which makes it land exactly on top of the first image. And then the fun part that I use the game kit for, it's the update function. This one is getting called 60 times per second, I think, and I don't know how that happens, but that's why you have the loop here. It calls this function 60 times per second. So here I check if the image position if the image 1 position is at game height at position 0, 0 is no. I check if the position is over the screen, and if it is, I want to move it down, because you know, when the top is over the screen, you move it down. I hope you understand the code. I'm kind of bad at explaining this, I noticed. And if it is below the screen, you move it up above the other picture and the other image by setting it to minus this game height, so it ends up one game height above the screen, so to say. And then you do exactly the same thing on the other image. So that's the basic logic of it. I put in -2 here just to even out. It's not super smooth, but it's kind of smooth. So that's the logic very quickly. And what you do then is that you set the state. Here we go. Yeah, let's look at this here. You change background 1 top, this one, background 1 top, to state background 1 top plus config environment speed. And what is that, you might wonder? Well, that's just a variable or a constant I have put here. Environment speed is 4, so it moves 4 pixels every time it updates. You can control the speed by setting more or less there. So yeah, when you want to move the image down, this is the function, or this is the call. And if you want to move it up to above the other one, you put background 1 top to minus this state game height. And exactly the same to the other picture, but you set background 2 top, not background 1 top, obviously. So I hope that makes sense. Did I forgotten anything? Yeah, of course I did, to show you how it looks. So here we go. We have an emulator, and this is my game. Oh, wait, like so. You see, it scrolls down, and sometimes you can see it lags a bit. That's because I haven't tweaked the values perfectly yet, and this too here might have to change, but it works for now. And if you don't understand my bad explanations, I will put the links to this page here. You can look, and I will also post a link to my GitHub page where this game currently is being developed, so you can look at the code, and maybe it will change because I've made something wrong, but it works for now. And this is the logic behind it. Yeah, I was supposed to explain these two. The first image I have put into flex 1, and margin top 0, position absolute. The top then is this state. So when that changes, this one changes. And here I have removed margin top, position absolute, and flex 2 on the other image. That makes it work. I don't know actually why it doesn't work if I have these styles here too, but it do not. If someone wants to explain it to me, please do in the comments. I hope you understand. Thank you for listening. Bye.